Hey, welcome back to Snap Bullet Games. My name is Max. We got another Pauper League today, and I'm going to be playing some Cascade Walls. Before I get into the deck tech and the games, as usual, let me say my channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. There's a link down to subscribe below this video. You can also click on the link below that to just go to the channel, check it out. There's a bunch of other good Pauper content on there. Throw a like on this video if you like the content. Really appreciate it. Okay, now what are we playing today? Cascade Walls. This deck is pretty sweet. It's gotten a little bit more mainstream. Pretty much everybody knows about it. It's a pretty powerful deck, and I'll get through my card choices and then we'll just go into some games. So I'm playing the version of this deck that's not fully based on combo. Um, just playing a couple crushers in the main and just trying to kill them. I did have to switch out my Rise of Eldrazi crushers for these ones because the art is broken on the Rise of Eldrazi crusher, and it's not broken on this one. So I got to play this version and get some art going because the black frame of the old crusher was just too tilting. But okay, what is this deck? For those that don't know, 14 forests, and you're just playing a bunch of defenders, and then you try to make a bunch of mana with Guardian, Overgrown Battlement, Quirion Ranger, and then you just draw a bunch of cards with Winding Way, Lead the Stampede, Moldrifter, and these Cascaders. So that's basically what you do. You can get so much mana between Quirion Ranger and Overgrown Battlement. Your walls are Tinderwall, Caretaker, and then the two mana producing walls. And don't forget Rebel Fort. This is a key card in the deck. It's a defender itself, and giving all your creatures haste is just so key. It allows you to attack the same turn you play all your guys, and giving your mana creatures, Axebane Guardian and Battlement haste, is just insane. I think everybody should know this deck by now if you play Pauper. So I'm not going to go into like too detailed of a deck tech. You'll see me play the games and you'll see kind of like how it performs, what it does. It's pretty straightforward. You just ramp, draw a bunch of cards with these, play a bunch of defenders, and then play out these creatures and attack. Not much to it other than that. As far as the sideboard here, I am running some tech. I have triple Below Your House Down for the mirror, 3 mana sorcery, up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn, destroy any of them that are walls. I just know this card is really narrow because it's only for this matchup, only for defenders. But having this just like feels like it's gonna make the mirror just like pretty much unlosable. Like it feels like it's just so strong in the mirror that it's gonna be nice. This is a good time just to say that like your sideboard cards, if they turn a matchup from like 50-50 in the mirror to like 80-20, they're super strong sideboard cards. You want your sideboard cards to be really impactful. Weather the Storm is a good example, like against Burn, where it's like if you have Weather the Storm in your deck, if you draw it, you're very likely to win that game. So it's good to have sideboard cards that when you find them, for example, Gorilla Shaman, that you're going to win those games because they're so powerful in the matchups they come in. So we have, again, Blow Your House Down, Shaman, Weather, a couple Disciples to add to life gain, a Serene Heart for Boggles and Mono White, a couple Scatter Shots for the Fey decks, one Reaping against like control decks, and I've seen people playing this double Blood Right. This seems decent just to have. We don't have any like of the combo version of like going infinite, making infinite mana with the version we're playing, but I still think this is good. It's good against Tron because you don't have to attack, and then you have Valakut Invoker plus double Blood Right. It also seems pretty decent just against Burn and stuff because you play this 3-1 and they have to kill it. And if they don't, or if you make like 15-20 mana on one turn, you can just play it and then activate twice, and then that's enough to win too. So that's an interesting one. I'm not sure about Blood Right. Blow Your House Down is narrow but powerful, and that's our sideboard. Let's just get into this league and play some crushers, shall we? See you in round one. All right, round one. We're on the play. Keep this hand. I mean, we have Battlement into Axebane Guardian. It's fine. We don't have a 1-drop, but definitely not going to mull a hand with like 3 lands and then these 2 good defenders. If this survives, we're in great shape. If not, we have a lot of good draws. Winding Way, Lead the Stampede, more Axebanes, more Overgrowns. You don't want to mulligan like these functional hands, even if it's not perfect, because this deck plays so few lands. I think I'm playing 13 forests that you're going to have to mulligan a fair amount just to find lands because your land count is so low that I think it's correct to keep hands like this. Like, yeah, we don't have multiple red sources, but I still think that this is a snap keep. All right, we'll see what we're up against here. We're against Glykos. I'm excited to get into this deck. I haven't played this deck for a while. Swamp Go. Okay, another Axebane is great. Basic Swamp. This might be just Mono Black. Mono Black is an interesting matchup. We have so much value in our Lead the Stampedes, but if they kill all of our creatures and we don't draw well, they can definitely punish us. Like if they just go like Edict right now, it's kind of annoying. Next turn I can't really do anything anyway. All I can do is just play an Axebane pass, assuming I don't draw anything. I guess my best draws are like Winding Way, another Battlement's good, okay. So now I just go play Axebane Guardian, and then I'll just tap 2, play Overgrown Battlement. Could have done it in the opposite order, but I think this is fine. Actually, this order is better because if I were to play Overgrown Battlement first, and then they killed my Overgrown Battlement in response, I wouldn't be able to get my Axebane down. But now, if they just kill this and this survives, I can play like potentially Rubble Fort into something else, like into another defender, add mana, and then go off next turn. So they are killing that. Okay, well, they're probably gonna kill this Axebane as well. So like I was saying, if they just keep killing our defenders, it can be pretty bad for us. But if we get to untap here, if you ever untap with this card, it's just insane. Chitter. Okay, Chitter is fine. I'm fine with Chitter. So now I'm gonna be able to like go off pretty hard on this next turn, I think. So it doesn't matter what I put back, just drawing it. So this is just Mono Black Devotion, it looks like. So now I have to think about this turn for a second. If I get Rebel Fort down, I can give haste to my creature. So if I go tap 2 mana, play Overgrown Battlement, then tap Axebane Guardian for red, and then tap another land, play Axebane Guardian, and then I have 6 mana and I can Boarding Party. So I can just do everything. Sweet. Assuming they don't have Snuff Out, which definitely not playing around. So now I go add red. Oh no, I can't play the Boarding Party here. I made a mistake. But that's okay. I'm still just going to play out all my stuff except for Boarding Party. Now it forces them to answer like multiple things, and I can just play this next turn. Because I have 4 mana. For some reason I thought I would have 2 creatures on tap, but I obviously had to use the Overgrown to play the Axebane. But again, this is still fine. Now they have to either kill both Axebanes, which I'm pretty sure they can't do. If they kill Tuk, it's could be annoying, but I can still Boarding Party, assuming they can't kill both my Axebanes. If they play like an Edict, I think I just sack an Overgrown Battlement here. I just love this card. I started playing Magic like going to FNMs and stuff around Rise of Eldrazi. And I loved this card when it came out. I just think this card is sweet. I played as a little kid just like at home, and I played Vine Trellis. I thought Vine Trellis was so good, so when I saw this card, I was like, this is like Vine Trellis, but like on steroids, like Vine Trellis way upgraded. So I was pretty stoked on Overgrown Battlement. I like the art too. It's simple, but I like it. Alright, opponent taking their time. Victim, the Rubble Fort. Okay. And Defile. Wow, 2 removal spells. Luckily I can still Boarding Party, so I'm still in a good spot here. They can hit for 2. Looks like they don't have another land. So I really want to hit either Lead the Stampede or Winding Way off this Boarding Party. Mole Drifter is also a good hit. Any draw spell. Okay, well there you go. So if I go Winding Way, I could miss and not be able to Boarding Party. Is it worth? I think it's probably worth it. I'm just gonna go for it. Creature, okay, did not get punished, which is nice. So now I just go Tinderwall into Boarding Party, and then see what I hit. They played a bunch of removal spells, but we drew the Winding Way kind of just in time. Quarian Ranger. It's actually not the worst thing ever because I can untap one of my defenders and then play another threat here. I can actually just play out my hand. So I can just go untap this, bounce a land, play land, play elf. I'm not going to play around like a pestilence or anything. I'm not worried about that. Play this and attack. And then I can start activating this if I don't draw anything. Even when you just draw these like naturally, it's pretty good in this deck because you make so much mana. It's like a must answer. Like I can start just bolting their creatures and stuff. This card's sweet. So let's see. I mean, I could just bring in like Reaping the Graves and that's it. I don't think I want to change too much. That's probably all I bring in. Blood Rate's probably not good enough. Yeah, probably just Reaping and just run my main deck. Just try to get as much value as possible. Yeah, they're in trouble here. I can even just go attack with these two. Okay, well, just gonna play that. And there's Rebel Fort and Crusher and Boarding Party. How much mana can I make? I have only 3 defenders, but I can play another one. So I can go, they're just going to concede. I just was just trying to figure out if I could play Crusher with haste. So I go 3 mana with this, I guess, red, 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 play Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort, and then I have 4 defenders. Then I go Quarian Ranger, untap, make 8 mana, play Crusher with haste, attack with all. Could also just like activate this, could also Boarding Party. I had like tons of options there. I think this matchup is good for me. Getting texts. Okay, let's go Reaping coming in. Again, like I'm playing the version with Mole Drifters because I'm greedy and I like a bunch of value. So I don't think I want to change too much. Like my deck is already well set up to grind better than most Defender decks. A lot of them do not play Mole Drifter anymore. They just try to go a little more streamlined. Maybe they play like an extra Crusher, an extra Llanowar Elf, and like another land, or I don't even know what the last card would be, just something random. Sometimes they play the 4 mana 2/3 and 4 mana activate. You look at the top card. If it's a creature, you put it into your hand. But I don't think that card's very good if you're not the combo version. So I just jamming some Mole Drifters here. All right, what's my worst card? I mean, maybe just like an elf. Doesn't seem that great. It's probably my worst card. Everything else seems good. I guess like this card's not that great. It's still just like this is like the lowest impact. Oh, I have the bad art of Findorn Elves? What? I didn't even download this list. Did I jam this art? I just had this list from a while ago. Let's just run it like this. I don't think I want to mess up my deck too much. I think I'm just really favored in this matchup. Alright, 0 lands, classic, only 13 land deck, got a mulligan. It's gonna happen a lot. Definitely, I recommend do not get upset like when you just see hands like this. It's like this is like standard. Like it's gonna happen a lot when you play a lot. Just like take it in stride. Alright. Keep this hand for sure. I think I just put back one of these 7 drops. Want to keep everything else, and I'll just lead Caretaker. This is a pretty reasonable 6. We do want Winding Ways and lead the Stampedes in this matchup for sure. Speaking of, nice. Next turn, I probably just go double Tinderwall. I'm not going to go Tinderwall into lead. I'm not worried about like a duress or anything. I don't think that's smart for them to have that card. Just a removal spell here. That's my guess. I'm just going to play out double Tinderwall, and then if I don't draw anything, I might lead the Stampede. Just the fact that they're like a removal heavy deck, but then we're four Lead the Stampede, four Winding Way, all creatures with a low land count deck. Just like it's hard for them to fight through that much value. I mean, I could go Tinderwall, sack it right now, lead the Stampede, but that seems worse than just playing double Tinderwall to me. It's like if they kill both of these, it is kind of annoying, but I'm not like worried about getting this off quickly. Wrenchmind. I think I'm supposed to just discard Rebel Fort and Dino and just then go for the lead the Stampede. Try to draw like 4 or 5 cards here. I was expecting them to actually play Wrenchmind on turn 2, but it's obviously better to take the line they did, Edict and then Wrenchmind. Okay, Winding Way. I think I just go for that now, because I don't have to sack one of my creatures. Choose creature every time. You never choose land, I don't think. I guess there could be a situation where you do, but wow, I hit 1 out of 3. That's unlucky. But that'll happen too. I'm actually only 1 mana off casting a Dino if I want. I'd have to sack both my Tinderwalls, but it's actually a reasonable option. I expect one of these to die. I guess they could just play a Chitter or something. Just a Zealot? Sure. Into Defile, okay. I'm kind of getting torn apart here. Missing on that Winding Way was brutal, and then that was obviously pretty bad as well. So that'll happen with this deck. Like when you just have bad hits like that, it's pretty brutal. I'm pretty far behind at this point, but this game's not over. I mean, their board is 3 lands and a 1/1. It's not like that crazy. They probably have a lot more removal left, so my last Lead the Stampede hopefully is going to be good. Just going to play Overgrown Battlement, pass. That's all I can do. It'll probably just die. Maybe they go just Chitter again. Maybe they just play a removal spell. There's another Chitter, like I expected. Wonder if I just play Lead the Stampede. That might just be worse than. They should have attacked first, because then I probably wouldn't have blocked, assuming they could have another Defile. I think I'm supposed to just Axebane. If they didn't kill this, it's better just to get more defenders down, right? Now they need more removal spells. They could have like a couple Grey Merchants in hand. I don't think they have Pestilence. Maybe they do. Even if they Pestilence here, it's beatable. Another Defile would be pretty annoying. Card I wanted to try out in this deck, I always forget to try it, but just jamming like multiple copies of Wall of Roots. Oh my god. I keep doing this. I forgot to bring the mic over. It wasn't as far. I think we'll be okay. I think the mic was still picking it up from what I saw, but sorry about that. God damn. It's brutal. Apologize for the bad sound quality leading up to now, but I'm not going to scrap this entire league. I think we'll be okay. Okay, draw 3. We're definitely under pressure now, though. All I can do next turn is Caretaker as well, which kind of sucks. So this is where these Mole Drifters are a little bit awkward. They have 4 cards in hand. I think we're losing this game, but I'm still feeling pretty decent about the match. As long as I don't mulligan to Oblivion game 3, I still think this matchup is favorable for us. I mean, we functioned at this game. I just had bad hits on my Winding Ways and my Lead the Stampede, so that'll happen. Okay, they verdict me. It's not good for me, obviously. I get hit down to 7. They do have a Chainer's Edict in the yard, but they're just on 3 mana only. Interesting. So I basically can't do anything, and I probably can't do anything next turn as well. I'm assuming they have removal spells. They have 5 cards in hand. They didn't. They're like pretty tight on mana this game. I mean, they played Distress. Sure, it's actually good in this matchup. They've played Wrenchmind, Quad removal spell, and now Distress, and then some annoying creatures. So they are doing it. It's like if they just get flooded, that's not good for them. But them being able to just like keep casting interaction, hold me down while committing to the board a little bit is exactly what they need to do to win this matchup. And I had bad hits on my draw spells, so I think basically multiple things have to happen. I have to have bad draw spells. I have to mulligan to Oblivion. They have to have a nice functional draw. All kind of all goes hand in hand. Nice. You don't typically see Bog in that deck. All right. So I'm going to 4. I'm going to block. Even if I draw a creature, I probably can't cast Moldrifter. I guess if I draw a 1 mana creature, I can. I think I'm just not going to sideboard again for game 3. Just leave the 1 Reaping in the deck. I know they have Bog, but Reaping is still obviously good. Assuming they're just playing a bunch of removal. Okay. Well, maybe they're out of gas. Now any Gray Merchant kills me though, so I'm assuming they have that. They definitely have Gray Merchant in their deck, no question. Whether they have land plus Gray Merchant here, that's another matter. All right, so I have 2 5 mana. All I can do is really just cast a Moldrifter next turn, but I'm only taking 1 here, so they have to have removal basically. They cannot flashback a Chainer's Edict for a while. If they just play like a Rager or something, it doesn't do anything. Let's go block, block, and then I mean they could also go like Land Pestilence or something, but Thorn, sure. It's obviously not good, and I'm probably gonna lose this game, but at least I'm not dead yet. Overgrown Battlement. So if I go play Battlement, I go add 3 mana, 4 mana, but then I have to tap all my creatures and then I die. So unfortunately, I don't think I can Battlement. I think I just need to cast Muldrifter. Because then I have 2 blockers back, and I can take 2, go to 1. It's obviously not ideal. If I play Overgrown Battlement, again, I have 3, 4, up to 5 mana, but yeah, I just have to play Muldrifter. Sucks. Kind of surprised I was able to untap with this, but I guess they're just out of removal. Okay, okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. I can also play an Overgrown Battlement this turn. Because I drew the Quarry in there. And now I just pass. So, I mean, if I'm able to fight back and win this game, that's pretty incredible. Not sure how I'm going to block yet. I guess it just depends how they attack. Would like to trade off this Muldrifter for a 2/2. Big Gray Merchant, I'm dead, obviously. Also, they've used 7 more minutes than I have. I gotta remember to bring this mic over. I cannot lose more recordings. That's so tilting. Silence this. Tendrils. Wow, I haven't seen this card for a while either. Kill my Overgrown Battlement and then make attacks. Alright. I'm at 3. So I have to block both Chitters. But I could keep my Quarian Ranger around. I could go to 1 here. I think I want to keep Quarian Ranger around because this makes a bunch of mana. This untaps an Axebane Guardian here, and I think I need that because I need to be able to Dino next turn. Pretty sure. So going to 1 I think is fine. If I block Moldrifter on Zealot, then I have to chump Chitter. Oh, I could have used Quarian again and then blocked. I was F6. I wasn't even thinking about that. Would that have been the line? I could have eaten Dusk Legion. I don't even know if that would be the line because I would have to untap and I would have to bounce another forest to my hand, which is not actually great. I'm just gonna go to 1 here. I'm also on them not drawing Grey Merchant for the rest of the game before I kill them. Land Edict would be pretty bad here as well. The Geth's Verdict kills me. Okay, they don't have anything yet. I guess they could have Defile as well. Reaping, interesting. So I can go land, 4 mana, 5/6, untap, 7/8 mana. I can go play a Mole Drifter. I think I'm just supposed to Dino. Yeah, I'm just gonna Dino here. 6, untap this. But now I gotta remember the Quarian trick for next turn, because I might actually need it. There's no way they have a removal spell. That would not make any sense. I think I'm supposed to just add an extra green mana. I don't know if it matters. Can we hit Boarding Party here? Take the Monarch. Mole Drifter would be good. A draw spell is not even necessarily good here. I kind of want a creature. Valka Invoker. Did it just reveal all these cards? Oh no, these are revealed from oh no, that's my exile. That's my exile. I see, I see. Okay. That was kind of weird how it did that. These are the revealed from the Winding Ways and stuff. Okay, okay. So Valka Invoker, Dino, 1 mana floating. Can't really do anything else this turn. And I can't attack. So yeah. Gotta dodge Gary. Oh wait, I can attack and take the Monarch. I think I actually do that. I have 3 blockers already and I can untap 1 creature. So yeah, I definitely take the Monarch. Especially because I can untap and have an extra blocker. So even through a removal spell, I can survive potentially. Definitely want to take the Monarch here. I died it so much though. Again, I think pretty impressive that I'm surviving here. Another land, okay. So again, I do not want to F6 because I can use Quarian on their turn to get another blocker. I think not using Quarian the first turn was actually worth. Okay, Zealot. They cannot Gary anymore. They could Geth's Verdict, but I don't even know how many of these they're going to have left. This card's kind of annoying, just the fact that it has Death Touch. I mean, I might even consider just trading because I kind of just don't want to have to keep chumping this. So I might have to trade Dino for it. So if they attack with all these, I can go Valka Invoker, eat this. I can go Caretaker, block this, Dino, block this, and then I go eat this, trade here, and just bounce off on the Zealot, and then I stay at 1. Okay, so they play a Thorn, they take the Monarch. That is annoying. I do have this Valka Invoker down as well now. Okay, they draw a card, not good. Winding Way. I feel like I'm supposed to play that over Muldrifter. I could hit some cheap defenders, which would be great. Can I have a good hit this time, since I had bad hits on my last ones? All right, we hit 3 creatures, and they're pretty decent. So I can go play land, play Tinderwall. All right. what can I do here? I can make 3 mana, 6 mana, play a Mole Drifter. I could go add 3 mana, play an Axebane Guardian, untap this, play a Mole Drifter. I think that's the line. 3 mana, play Axebane. They have 2 Death Touch creatures out, which is pretty annoying. Could also maybe attack with Dino, try to take the Monarch, but let's just see what we draw here. Let's untap this. If I attack with Dino, how are they going to block? Just with a Thorn? Then I get to take the Monarch? I think that's probably worth it. Maybe I should be doing this post-combat so they don't know about it, but I think this is okay. If I draw another Corian here, it would be insane. So I can make 1 3 mana, but I don't want to lead the Stampede. Next turn, I can potentially win. So yeah, I think I just attack with Dino and go from there. Gonna have to chump these Thorns if they don't want to block. Yeah, gonna have to chump Thorn anyway. They just give me the Monarch. They take 6. I still think attacking there is correct, because I can always untap that. All right, now we just pass, draw a card. I don't think just activating this would be correct. I think committing more to the board and trying to set up a win for next turn is where I want to be. Wow. All right, they're going in. I got to make some blocks. Just the fact that they're going for this is probably a good sign for me. Let's untap this. And then make some blocks. I have to block everything. So let's just assume I'm just making random blocks to start. What creature do I care least about? I guess it's Caretaker. Just block like this. I don't want to use the Tinderwall ability, so I think I just block like this. This looks fine to me. Fumes. Okay, I was not expecting fumes. Sure. I still think I might be able to win. They just eat this, but I survive and I have a bunch of mana now. I guess losing my Corian really takes my mana down, so maybe not, but I have a lot of good draws. I do have a lead the Stampede. Interesting. Maybe I cannot win yet. Man, they're gonna run out of time for game 3 if if it goes to game 3. Another Thorn. Wow, they're trying quad Thorn. Maybe they just brought in extra Thorns. That is not good for me, because they're just drawing towards their spells that win them the game. Maybe they sided out some or all of their Gray Merchants, thinking it was like too slow for the matchup. Don't think that's... They should have some in their deck still, for sure. Okay. There's a Battlement. I can play that because it's free, essentially. I do want to try to find either Corian Rangers or Rebel Forts here to make more mana, so I guess I can just start by going Battlement, land, lead the Stampede. I'll leave like a blue mana floating or a red mana floating. Man, they are really taking their time. It's 4 defenders. Let's just go blue, red, green, green, green. I'll just leave. Do I want another green mana here? Actually, I think I do. I guess I'll just leave blue mana floating. Blue, green. I think I want to leave a green floating, actually. I could have been right to leave green, green, but okay, there's a Rebel Fort and a Corian Ranger. This might just do it. This deck is insane. Okay, so what order do I play stuff in? I have plenty of time here. to try to figure out how to win. I want to get Rebel Fort down, that's for sure. They're tapped out, so I'm pretty safe whatever I do. I have 2 mana floating. I guess I'm going to just tap this, play Rebel Fort. Tap this for all green. I can play like Rebel Fort, Corian, and then play other stuff. And then this will add mana as well. Okay, so I add 4 mana. I think that's definitely better than sacking Tinderwall. This will continue to add mana. Let's add red, red, green, green. And then let's go play Rebel Fort. Just tap like this. And then how do I want to play this? I don't have like infinite mana. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders. So I can make, I have 3, I can go up to 8 mana, and then I can go up to 13 mana if I play Corian. So I guess I can actually go up to 12. So I think I'm just trying to play boarding party here and see what I hit. So let's go add mana, cast boarding party. I want to try to do something really good this turn. Overgrown Battlement, that's pretty good. That has haste. You can see now why the haste is so critical for this deck. Okay, so now I guess I have to go Corian because I need more colors of mana. So I can untap an Axebane Guardian. Just want to, I'm going slow because I just want to make sure to take this turn correctly here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders. So let's add a bunch of red and blue mana, 6 mana. Maybe that was one too many blue. I should have added 1 more green. I guess it's not that relevant. I have a bunch of green mana here. So I can just leave a green floating here, or I guess I leave a blue floating for this Mole Drifter. I also have a Reaping the Graves here. Ooh, so I can actually do something pretty good here, right? Because I can go Reaping, get back Corian Ranger. Oh, did I said I didn't want to mess up this turn, but I actually did just mess up this turn because I needed to go Reaping. I needed to add black mana for Reaping, Corian Ranger to make more colored mana, to make more mana. So I did actually just fuck up. It might be okay. Just cast Mole Drifter. If they block a boarding party here, they're not dead yet. Okay, there's Dino and there's Axebane. Okay, now I'm okay. So I go play Axebane Guardian for my for 3 mana. I did have a Tinderwall as well, but now I can Reaping the Graves. So let's add black, red, blue, bunch of green, and then go. I guess storm count is 10 already. I don't even need to Reaping for that much. Let's just make sure we get back Corian. That's the most important one because that makes a bunch of mana. But I do get to get back all of my creatures. Okay. Wow, that was a pretty sick Reaping. Almost got punished for misplaying there, but looks like I probably got bailed out. Okay, there's Corian. So now I can just go Battlement. Add a bunch of mana. Corian Ranger. Can I just play Dino? I think that's fine. I think I have lethal now. Caretaker. And then that's 4 mana here. Let's go untap an Axebane Guardian. Return a forest. Play a Caretaker. Because why not? Add 11 mana. Let's just go Dino. Yeah, this is definitely lethal. Into another Quirion Ranger. Sweet. 14 cards left in library. Let's go. Just drew the deck. Guess I can just go cast this. There's a Crusher. Sure. It's my last untap because I don't have any more forests for this last one. Pretty fun. I cannot believe I won this. I won this game. Now we can just go Crusher. Mole Drifter. And attack. I guess I can just play couple more things, because why not? Which gives me more power, and I have Storm Count 22 right now. This deck is nuts. Get in there. Boom. No lands, no problem. That was pretty sick. I almost misplayed, but didn't get punished. They're gonna block. Get my Crusher out of there, right? Nope. Again, that's a good matchup. I think we didn't draw that well. We didn't hit that well on our draw spells, and I think we got pretty lucky to win that game. I'm shocked I won that game, but I think the match is still good. So see you in round 2. All right, welcome to round 2. We're against Man Van Turk. We run into this player quite often. They play a variety of decks. I think they were on Bully when I played them yesterday. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. This hand just doesn't function. This hand's not very good, but I think I'm supposed to keep. I can just put back a Crusher. I don't really want to go to 5, and I could always just draw 1 or 2 drops. Okay, we're against Elves. I think Elves is actually a bad matchup for us just because they're kind of do the same thing that we do, but they're a little bit faster than us. Looks like they have an awkward draw, but so do we. So we're not really doing anything here. Priest of Titania. Okay, so they probably go off next turn. Right on time. Classic. Maybe this hand was a mulligan as well, but we still could be okay. I mean, depending on what they have. Their draw is not too insane. If they have a good draw here, like a Quirion Ranger or something, plus a draw spell, they can just maybe even draw their deck here. But I can have a pretty decent turn next turn. Another Priest. Okay, they have 3 cards left. Oh, Rebel Fort. Rebel Fort, let's go. That was sick. Okay, so I go play Axebane Guardian right now, then tap this for 2, and play a land, play a Rebel Fort. Then I have 3 mana, tap this for 3, play a Quirion Ranger, activate, play a Lead the Stampede. That's what I'm gonna do. So play an Axebane. Of course, they're just F6'd. Because this is just like a 2 ships passing the night matchup. Like, we can't really interact with each other. Rebel Fort, and then I go. I think I just make 3 green. I guess I could make 1 blue, but I'm gonna go Quirion Ranger, and then Lead the Stampede. Guess I'll make 1 blue. Is that right? No, that's probably wrong. Use the blue mana. Okay. No more Quarians, unfortunately. So I can't do anything else this turn, but next turn I can do a bunch. So I have to basically just not die here. Which I mean, if they don't draw their deck, like if they don't go off, then I should be all right. But if they have like either a distant melody or a decent hit on a lead the stampede, something like that, I'm gonna lose. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna win because I get to like play all three of these spells next turn. This is good, but doesn't actually kill me this turn. If they're just playing out some elves, I think I can beat this. Oh, they have a lead the stampede? No. 4 creatures? Jeez. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But I could potentially draw my deck on this turn. So if they're just playing out these creatures, that might not be enough. 16 mana. Yeah, and then they're only gonna have 1 card left after this Findhorn. They have the good art on Findhorn. Love this art. Putting me to shame with my Findhorn. No, Distant Melody. Okay. Now I think there's like basically no chance they fizzle, but I'll just let them draw their deck and see if they can win this turn. I kept a slow hand and they were just 1 turn faster than us. Now it's also going to be tough just to win because if they just play out their deck with Lissalana and stuff, they make so much power that like it would be tough for us to win anyway. Like it's not like Crusher really does that much. I also used to have triple cannonade in the sideboard, but I took them out for the blow your house downs. I'll just see more cards from their deck. They'll play everything out. But I'm pretty sure we're dead now. I basically just needed them to not have a turn like this. They were smart to wait on the distant melody so they could make sure to draw their deck. Maybe they make a mistake and play another distant melody and mill. That's like my only chance to win, I think. They can also likely win this turn. Sometimes they play what's that card? 4 mana, 4/3, and for 8 mana it gives the creature +5/+5 and trample. So they could have that. They generally play a way to win on this turn, but who knows? Again, even if they don't, they have too much power and toughness, or I don't think I can actually win. It's not like playing out like my 6/5 trample is going to do anything. They literally have a 28/28 right now. I'm probably going to jam Elves for a league as well. So watch out for that video coming out soon. I love playing that deck too. Both of these decks are similar. This deck's a little faster, a little less resilient to hate in the fact that it like gets crushed by Cannonade, where this deck does not get crushed by Cannonade. But the upside of Elves is it's a little bit faster than Defenders in general. So yeah, again, if they play Distant Melody, they die. But otherwise, I think we're gonna die. So I have 5 defenders out. Can make a bunch of mana, but not even necessarily enough mana. That's just such a sweet deck. I just love playing elves. So they have 1 Essence Warden right now. Well-wisher, okay. Yeah, this matchup cannot be good, especially because I do not have cannonades. If I had cannonades, I think this matchup would be decent. I'm just gonna keep waiting, just let them keep playing stuff out. 48 mana, lead the Stampede, sure. Timberwatch, and there's the Wildheart Invoker. Okay. That's enough. They can I know this player is really competent. They're a good player, so I know they can just play that, pump enough things with trample and kill me right now. So they got me. I think I want these because I think I need to just try to like combo and win. And I think that's all I want. Valakut Invoker is actually pretty good. This doesn't do anything. Boarding Party doesn't really do anything. I mean, it is just like a decent threat if it's like a ends up being a low resource game, but I don't know if it's typically going to come down to that. Could just side out two boarding parties. At least this has trample, and it's just a green card. A little easier to cast, even though it's one more mana. I think Muldrifter is actually good, just being a flyer. Crusher, yeah, if they like make a huge board, the Annihilator doesn't really do much, but it's still fine, I think. I think I just want these. I just want more ways if I make like infinite mana just to be able to kill them. All right, let's go for it. We don't have any wraths, so let's just run it. No need to over sideboard in this matchup. Snap keep. Sounds pretty good. Just play a turn 2 battlement. Turn 3 lead the Stampede. Wonder if they have any sideboard for this matchup. Feel like they probably do not. Yeah, next turn I just play this. Okay, Vanguard into Llanowar, sure. No Priest of Titania, I like to see that. Let's just go lead. 4 creatures, nice. So I can make 2 mana, play an elf, and then make 2 more mana, but I cannot play Axebane this turn, which is pretty unfortunate actually. Let's see, make 2 mana, play a Fintor, go down to 1 mana. Yeah, I can't quite do anything else good. That sucks. This triggers their Vanguard. That's actually annoying. Still gonna play them out. I really wanted to be able to play an Axebane that turn. Still a good hit, but now I'm worried that they're gonna do something powerful here. Let's see. I didn't draw a Quirion Ranger as well, which kind of sucks. I have to just take a bunch of damage off this probably. Another Vanguard. They have a 5/5. Essence Warden. And another elf. Quirion, sure. Okay, they have a 7/7. I'll definitely be taking 7 here. Playing a Crusher. I think I want to play Crusher. Okay, there's Quirion. That's good. That's good. So now I can go, let's say, play Axebane Guardian, and then I go 3 mana, play Quirion Ranger, 6 mana, 7 mana. It's close. I could also just play Dino. I do have some good Cascades. Could go 1/2. I could just play a Crusher and basically like I could go Quirion Ranger 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and play Crusher. That's worse. All right, let's just do the Axebane line. Yield to this. And now I go Quirion. Well, I also haven't played a land yet. My creatures don't have haste though, which sucks. But I still do want to play Crusher. I could chump this with something or take a bunch of damage. My Crusher should be able to block this. They only have 2 cards. Of course, I'm playing like every elf that I have. 3 mana. Untap. 6 mana, 7 mana, 8 mana. Just play a Crusher and pass. I think that's where I want to be. They have an 8/8 and a 4/4. Oh, wait, I can't have 6. Because I probably need to use Quirion Ranger and chump this big one. Lead the Stampede. Okay, they can't make a bunch of mana yet. They could draw a Virtual Ranger. They do. But most likely they can just play these three out anyway. Can they make this an 8/8? I think they probably can. Yeah, I'm likely going to need to use Korean Ranger here. So they went Birchlore, and then they're going to play Sentinel and Finthorn Elves. I can start chumping these Vanguards, like I said. So if that's their last card, they can't actually attack with this because I have a Crusher. It's only a 7/7. So if they only attack with this, I'm in a reasonable spot. I do think I'm supposed to block it though, because I just lose like a Finthorn Elf to block it. I wish I had this art. Brutal. It's going to cost me the game. Another elf? What is this? Lead the Stampede? Interesting. Do they hit these two? And then are they going no attack? Oh, they're going to go no attack so they can try to eat this? I see, I see. Okay, well now I can actually potentially do really good stuff here. So I do only have 3 defenders, which is not great. I could start on Dino, see what I hit. I could start on Mole Drifter. That might be best. Let's go black, blue. Do I want red for anything? Yeah, maybe for Rebel Fort. And then let's just go land and use all my green mana for Mole Drifter, I think. Cast. Okay, there's a Korean Ranger. Don't know if that's going to be good enough. We'll see. So I can go. Don't have enough defenders. That's the problem. I think I'm going to be dead here. It's 8 mana. I think I just cast this. Leave green floating now. Just a blood right. It's not going to do it. So I can go Korean. Yeah, they're going to eat my Crusher, which is not good for me, but it's not like they can necessarily even do anything next turn. So I can go play Korean, use the ability, play Blood Right. Let's just play Korean. They trigger their Elves, sure. They're at 31. They do have to sack 2 permanents here. Oh, could I have played Dino pre-combat to try to give haste to my team? Let's see. Untap. Then I only have 3 defenders out right now. That's insane. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Now I'm 1 mana short of playing Dino. They probably should keep, yeah, they need to keep one of their forests to be able to use Korean, I think. So they eat my Crusher. I trade it for Sentinel and land, but I did make them hold their guy back. Now, let's see. Now I could just go to not have to use Korean again. I could just tap 4 creatures to play another Blood Right. Let's see. 1, 2. Again, I only have 3 defenders. So if I use Korean, untap a battlement, I have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I'm 1 mana short. So I don't want to do a bunch of blocking. I'm just going to go add black mana, play another Blood Right, pass the turn. And then, again, I'm going to have to chump their big creatures here. Lissalana. Okay, that's not good for me. Untap. Sure. Play some 1-drops. I don't have much gas left in the tank, but I do have these out. Can't even make that much mana because I don't have that many defenders. Also have to remember that their sentinels have reach, which is relevant. Okay, so their things are like infinite power. So I'm definitely in trouble. And I probably shouldn't have tapped both my Lane of Wars here, but I think it's fine. I can also just chump with one of my Blood Rights because I don't need both of them. I only really need one of them out. So they have 17 and 13, so they're both lethal. That kind of sucks. I think I'm just going, they attack with both. I'm going to use Corian, chump with a Finthorn, and a chump with a Blood Right. So they have one card left. They're just going to, it's an elf, they're going to play it. Oh, it's a Distant Melody? Jeez. Pretty sure I'm dead here. Maybe I can kill them somehow, but I don't really see how. Okay. They draw like 20 cards, 13 cards. Yeah, that deck just kind of does what we do. They just like have this card, they go a little bit harder. Pretty sure we're dead here. They're in the tank. They can't necessarily do anything else this turn. I guess they're thinking what they if they want to attack with stuff. Really wish I had my cannonades. They're gonna keep going. Interesting. They're just gonna keep some chump walkers back. I mean, they're at 37, but it's not unfathomable that I can kill them. I mean, maybe they can play multiple creatures here. They have 12 cards, so maybe they just keep going off, keep gaining life. Could also just chump with a like a Mole Drifter and a Blood Right here, potentially. If I don't want to chump with my Mana Elves, maybe. Just don't want to F6 yet because I may, again, need to use Corian, but I may not want to use it. All right, they're doing it. I don't know what exactly I could draw. I guess I can draw a Lead the Stampede or Dino into one or a Winding Way and then maybe make a ton of mana enough to drain them out. I think that's my chance to win. So that's what I have to hope for. They're at 47 though. What a game. They're going to 49. I should be yielding to all these triggers. One sec. Okay, untap. See what we draw. Axebane. All right, dog ate some chocolate, so we were concerned, but I think he's gonna pull through. Now what to do here? I guess I'm just leading on. I don't have haste, so playing an Axebane isn't necessarily good. It only costs 1 mana, but I can actually it makes mana because I'll be untapping these defenders, but I still think I can just lead on Dino and try to hit a draw spell. They're at 49, so I don't think just going for the drain right now is going to work. So I can just go land, Dino, draw spell. No. Okay, so now I think I'm just dead. I mean, I can drain a bunch and then maybe untap and drain again on their turn. That's all I can do. Let's see, I can also potentially attack with stuff. I don't know if I can kill them. I haven't done the math, and I don't think I can. So let's just go tap these. Do I even need to tap all these? I think I do. Playing Axebane Guardian. How many defenders do I have? One, two. They go to 52. One, two, three, four, five. I only have five defenders. So I'm like super dead, right? The thing is, if I drain for a bunch and chump these two, it's not even 100% that they can kill me. They probably have another distant melody, but I think I'm like pretty much 100% dead here. So if I attack with these blood rights, they're gonna block them. Don't really want to do that. I guess I can attack with one, but I don't think that's that relevant. They're just gonna block it. So I'll just start by attacking with Moldrifter and Dino. Just didn't hit the draw spell we needed to draw our deck there. So I think we're going down here. Oh, they can just untap this and then kill this Dino. I mean, that's fine if they want to do that. So I only have five defenders. So one, two, three, four, five. So I can only make 15 mana. I can't even activate this twice. So I have to chump both of these, and then I'm taking 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I have to gain 8, and I don't think I can gain that much. I guess I can block a couple creatures. I might not be dead. So I think I just use these to untap. Let's see. 5. So I have to drain right now. Yeah, this is not going to work. Because I make 10 mana. Drain them. I go to 16. But then I can only drain one more time. All right, they got us. GG's. Yeah, we needed to hit like another winding way, hit some more defenders, maybe a mole drifter, draw some cards, hit another winding way, but she couldn't quite get there. I'll see you in round 3. All right, welcome back to round 3. We got my boy Lewin here. He's gonna hang out for probably just a second, maybe help us win this round 3. We're on the play. Oh, dude, you serious, bro? No land? It's Mo. All right, we'll keep this hand. This hand looks good. I think I just have to put back. I kind of want a Mole Drifter to draw cards, at least to just divination. I guess this is kind of the awkward thing about Mole Drifter, right? Let's see. He always likes to hang out with my girlfriend, so he's like staring out there to try to go out. What should we put back, bro? Okay, he's out. He's out. All right, this is a tough decision here, and it does matter a lot. So turn 1, I'm probably just going Vintorn Elves. Turn 2, Tinderwall plus Caretaker. Rebel Fort has high upside, but I need to draw well. And I think having a divination is worth. I could also maybe just hardcast Mole Drifter, which can be good. All right, I'm just going to keep the Mole Drifter, put back the Rebel Fort. I need this to survive to be able to cast Mole Drifter, but I still think it's worth. Let's just go Fyndhorn with Bad Art because it makes the most mana. In case we could draw another 1-drop. Okay, we're against Mono White Heroic. I feel like this is a reasonable matchup for us. That was a good draw. Just going to play it. Now next turn I can actually do a fair amount, right? I play out 2 defenders. I guess I would have to sack Tinderwall to be able to Mole Drifter. Definitely not blocking if they attack. Yeah, I still obviously can't block, so it's just going to be a race here if I can go off or not. It's kind of the deal. All right, that was good. So now I just go land, Tinderwall. I'm just going to play out my stuff. Caretaker, cast Mole Drifter. So I'm happy I kept this over Rebel Fort. Cast. I do really just want to draw. Okay, these are both good. Can't really cast them yet. I can't really, I mean, I have no mana left except I could sack Tinderwall and then still not cast anything. So let's just pass. I can also consider just chumping with Mole Drifter here. It's not bad. I mean, it saves me life right now. Well, I know I can, but I think I'll just take 4. It's not a big deal. I could maybe chump next turn. Okay, they're just going for damage. Makes sense. They're going to try to kill me next turn. Another Winding Way. It's actually good. So let's go play Battlement first because I get a discount. Maybe I should have Winding Way first. Actually, that was probably wrong. Creature. Okay, we did hit Quirion Ranger. I don't have haste this turn yet. So I think what I'm supposed to do is go add green mana here, play another defender out, and then play another Winding Way here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders. So let's go. I think I just add all green mana. I could add 1 blue, but I think adding all green is actually best. And then let's lead on Winding Way again. Could have gone Axebane Guardian into Quirion, untap, and then Winding Way, but I think this is better. Wow, okay. So I have to hit on this boarding party to really do anything, but let's go. So let's go Quirion Ranger, Caretaker, activate Quirion, untap this, and I can play another land. That's decent. So I have 6 mana. So I guess I'll just cast a boarding party right now. I can make a bunch more mana, so I want to hit a Winding Way or a Lead the Stampede here. Drew like all the Quirions. Okay, there's Lead the Stampede. Let's go. Nice. No Rebel Fort yet. But those were obviously good hits. So now I just go play another Quirion Ranger. So I think I'm casting a Dino or another boarding party here. Could also cast a Crusher because it's a colorless creature that can block this. No, I want to cast my Cascader to try to hit more draw spells, that's for sure. So let's go untap this. So I have 6 defenders still. And I can make 12 mana total. But if I go make 6 mana, play Overgrown Battlement, go down to 4 mana, play Quirion Ranger, go down to 3 mana, untap, go up to 9 mana. I can even go up to 10 mana. Is that worth it? Or is playing a Crusher better? Because I don't think they can get through Crusher. Yeah, they might be able to kill Crusher, but They could give this pro blue and pro. I guess they probably can't give it pro blue, green, and red anyway. All right, I think I'm fine to actually just play a. Hmm. This is close. This is close. I'm just debating if I want to Crusher or not. Not really sure here. Another option, what if I just go play Overgrown Battlement and Axebane Guardian? I have 1 mana left. Play Quarian Ranger, and then play Crusher. And then next turn play a bunch of Cascaders? Because I don't think I can die. Not 9. Can they give this unblockable and deal me 9 damage with 2 cards in hand? I don't think so. So I'm going to go for this line, actually. Whoops. Should have used the red mana. And again, I can play a Cascader or a Crusher. I think I'm just going to play a Crusher. And then pass the turn. I don't even think I'm going to attack with Muldrifter because I want to have 3 different colors of creature back, so they can't get like protection from 2 colors. I mean, I guess I even have Crusher back, so there's maybe no harm in attacking. I have green, red, and colorless creatures out. All right, let's just let's just attack with Muldrifter. I can't attack with Boarding Party because they have a 5/9 first strike vigilance. Cycle, sure. I think it's gonna be tough because again, Emerge Unscathed does not do it anymore because I have green, red, and colorless creature out. And now I annihilate them as well. Annihilator 2. I think this matchup should be decent for us. That's actually annoying, but I do have a Dino. So they just can't even attack. Nice. They have 2 cards in hand. I'm at 9. Winding Way? Jeez, that was a good draw. I have triple Quarian out. Boarding Party and Overgrown Battlement. Okay, let's just start playing stuff. Just gonna play out my hand. Pretty straightforward now, and that should do it. Now I don't even need to. Uh, I can just activate this a bunch of times, right? This makes 9 mana. So I have 18. So I have 9 times how much? 9 times 5? Not enough. I can just shoot down all their stuff or just shoot them a bunch. So I can just activate this 5 times, deal them 15 damage. Oh, I also have 8 floating, so that's lethal, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I was just wanted to make sure I could, but I also could have attacked first and then start shooting stuff. But I had lethal because I could just go again. Each Quarian Ranger represents another 9 mana, so I had enough mana to activate this. I had 8 floating, so I can activate once, shoot them down to 15, and then activate 5 more times, shoot them for 15 exactsies, not counting any attacks that I had. And I had boarding parties, so nice. And there's a Rebel Fort. Sweet. All right. Serene Heart coming in. Don't think Scattershot Archer is good. Disciple might be good. Just because they can deal a lot of damage, but if I gain like 10, that could buy me a turn. But maybe I don't want to dilute my own game plan. Even though Valka Invoker was decent there, I don't know if I actually need it. I don't know if this is good actually. I just think I want to minimally sideboard again. Maybe just do this. mean, this card's fine, right? Hmm. Disciple, like, let's say if I had Disciple that game, that would be decent, right? Just like play out a huge board and then play out a Disciple. It's not always going to work like that, though. And I'm worried if I put the Disciples in and I like play them and I gain, let's say, even 15, then they're still going to have like a 10 power thing out that I just can't deal with. So I think I want to just try to keep my deck maximally able to just draw like my entire deck and kill them that way. Because I don't think they can interact with what I'm doing that well. Yeah, let's keep Serene Heart great in this matchup. Can we defeat the Menace? Can we defeat the Menace? I think we can. Okay, well that's actually annoying. I can't really play Quarian Ranger because if they like play an aura, they can just provoke onto my Quarian, so I have to just pass. This actually can beat me. But also having the Serene Heart is nice. Again, so if I had played Quarian, they just provoke and kill my Quarian, so that doesn't work. I just gotta hope they just go in on that basically. Not gonna play anything, just gonna keep waiting. I like yeah, if they play like double Ethereal Army here, it's just so good for me. I mean, I think I'm just casting Serene Heart right now. They have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, they could play another aura next turn, but I don't really want to take 7. So let's just go. Now I think I'll just lead the Stampede as well, because they could just flash back or escape this Sentinel's Eyes, which is kind of annoying for me. Actually, I might as well just play out all 3 of these. They get to eat a Quarian Ranger, and then I won't have to discard to this lead the Stampede, so... Even though they can eat one of my things, I still just play all these out. Pass. Provoke is definitely how they beat me, though. So they go Sentinel's Eyes, and then eat probably my Llanowar, maybe a Quarian. Okay, attacking with this too. Don't think I'm actually blocking that. See what they go for. So they choose to eat that, sure. Even if my creatures are tapped, provoke untaps the creature and blocks it, so. Okay, no blue mana, so I just go lead the Stampede. Tinderwall, Axebane, huh? So I could play an Axebane, but any aura and they just can kill my Axebane Guardian. I mean, I could wait, but then they're eating one of my creatures every turn anyway. I think I'm supposed to go for it. Just hope they don't have a pump spell. Hope they just have like protection spells basically. Then I can Mole Drifter. I mean, I can lose to this card. There's nothing I can really do. Okay, they're not eating my Axebane. That's good. Should I block here? Do I get punished in any way? Karametra's Blessing, +2/+2, right? Even if it's not enchanted. It just gains indestructible and hexproof if it's enchanted, I think. Okay, there's a boarding party. So I go 4th land. I can play this for free. Then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can boarding party here, or I can Mole Drifter. I feel like I'm supposed to Mole Drifter, because then if my Axebane does die, I can still boarding party next turn using my Tinderwall. So, gonna Mole Drift. Another Axebane. I could play that. Don't hate it. They can only eat one of my things. Sucks to have to sack the Tinder Wall. Might just be worth. Just get it down. Yeah, I think it's worth. Could be wrong. But I don't think they're going to be able to kill both of these Axebanes. And I would have to sack a Tinderwall anyway to boarding party. So now they kill this. Yep, sucks, but I can still boarding party here. Yeah, this could definitely kill me. Just provoking every turn. All right, just gonna play out my stuff. Hopefully hit a lead the Stampede or something here. Into Quarian Ranger? Oh no, Rebel Fort. Okay, doesn't really do much. Start getting in there. So now they probably kill my Axebane Guardian. Oh wait, no. Can I? You may have target creature, untap it, and block if able. So if they provoke on this, can I tap it for mana? I don't know how that works. I'll try. So let's see. We're in attack step. They go provoke on this. It untaps, but can I tap it before? I think I can. Yeah, because now it's not going to be able to block. Nice. So because the other one had summoning sickness, so I wasn't able to make this play, but now this actually works. So now I have a lot of good draws still live. I don't have any blocks on this yet, but I can just take 4. So they definitely should have provoked on something else. Maybe they were just hoping I didn't know that play. Okay, they play a flyer. Need to draw Lead the Stampede or Winding Wake. Pretty flooded here for my 14 land deck. Let's see. I could attack with Mole Drifter. They could have Mutagenic, but sure. I doubt they have Mutagenic in their deck still. I'm at 10. So I can save my Axebane. Wonder if I chump it this turn. I feel like I do. Provoke, target, Mole Drifter maybe? Boarding party, okay. I think I'll go for the Caretaker block on here. I think it's fine if they use like a Blessing or something. I mean, that does take my defender count down. I could just take 1. All right, I'll just take. I'd rather have more mana. Okay, Winding Way or Lead the Stampede, please. Another Death Blade, that's annoying. Nice. Oops. Let's go Stampede. Okay, we hit some stuff. It's a Dino and a Quarian, not bad. Don't know if it's going to be enough though, because I only have 3 defenders. So I can go land, make 3 green mana, play Dino. It does have haste. Rebel Fort's not going to do it. So I can play Quarian Ranger and play Rebel Fort right now. That does give me some good chumps. They have a 4/4 first strike vigilance and 2 mana untapped. Feel like attacking is not good, at least with my Dino. Just go untap this and then play a Rebel Fort. I think I'll just attack with Mole Drifter. Oh, my Rebel Fort has reach 2. I mean, I probably still wouldn't have blocked last turn. I think they have something. I mean, maybe I should have blocked, but I don't think so. Okay. Now I'll pass. They'll probably provoke pump their Deathblade and provoke on my Dino, is my guess. I guess they could provoke on my Korean Ranger. Let's see what they do. Benevolent Blessing on this. Okay. They're going to name blue or green? They name green. Okay, so my Dino cannot block that now. But I have other creatures with reach and flying. Can use Korean again if I need to. See what they attack with and how they provoke. I mean, I could just go for a block on this, and if I lose my Mole Drifter, I lose my Mole Drifter. So they're provoking on a Rebel Fort. Interesting. I think I go for the Mole Drifter block here. They might not know that I can untap on their turn. So I think they didn't use the provoke ability, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just block here. They'd have to use a pump or protection spell to save this. It says protection from green. Do I just chump with the Rebel Fort? I feel like no. I want all my defenders in play, but I also want to chump this turn. I could just chump with Dino. It's kind of weird, but it gives me maximum mana. This does represent actually killing them though. All right. I'll just chump here. They probably play a pump spell here. Yeah, they do. Okay. Then they can emerge unscathed next turn on this, naming red to try to kill me. But they only have one card left. Lead the Stampede? Crusher. Okay, Crusher is good. Can play Crusher and attack. That's something. I don't think I want to attack with Dino. I could. They're just going to block it with Deathblade, though. Doesn't seem good to me. So they can sack like token plus Trailblazer or token plus land. I don't think they want to sack any enchantments here. Yeah, token land, and then they're just gonna chump, like bounce off here. And then they're gonna flashback, or they're gonna rebound, emerge unscathed, go up to 4 power, give it pro red, and I can't block it. So my Mole Drifter is now dead. But they have to give it 5 more power somehow. And there's no way for them to get past this. So if they attack with this, they might actually get crushed. They know I can use Korean at instant speed, so they should not attack with this. Unless they can, like, give it +3/+3, which I don't think they can do with one card. Protection from green, protection from red. Okay, so I'm getting hit for 4 this turn. There's nothing I can do. Wow, they are attacking with this? They have 1 card left? I'm going to untap my Crusher and try to block. This might be a mistake from them. Oh, they're going to provoke? Yeah, but I can also block with Crusher. Korean Ranger, pretty busted. Do I have to block with this? Yeah, so you can click on your creature, and then if this is like lights up like that, then they use the provoke and you have to block. So now I double block, they eat the Dino and I eat their Deathblade. I guess they could activate it. Yeah, they're gonna activate. Oh, they don't activate? So they're going for the win in the air next turn? Maybe they have another Emerge Unscathed in hand? Assuming that's what they have. Axebane doesn't actually do anything. Alright, so if they have another Emerge Unscathed, I die. I can attack with Corian and Llanowar as well. I guess there's no harm in doing so. I'll just attack like this. Yeah, another emerge unscathed, I lose. I'm the one who took all the time this game. But if they don't have exactly emerge unscathed, they have to have another benevolent blessing or emerge unscathed. They're activating Deathblade, sure. But what do they sack? Land, land? Okay. I feel like they have it. Pass. And they have it. Exacxes. Sentinel's Eyes. Okay, that doesn't do it. No. Don't do it last second. Okay, looks like I might be okay. Reach from Rebel Fort? I mean, they're still like bouncing off this. So I have one more block, but now they actually have to start sacking permanents. And I can always draw something here. I have a ton of mana. There we go. Another Crusher. Okay, there's a Mole Drifter. Just play out my stuff. These are actually mana, like they add mana. 6. Draw 2. And that's actually really good because now it's a blue flying blocker as well. It's probably just going to win me this game, honestly. Another Crusher. Nice. Battlement. And then I'm just going to play another Crusher, and that should do it, honestly. Nice. I could see 3 Crusher being better than 2 Crusher. Crusher is solid. Love this card. Nice. Beat the Menace. 2-1. I'll see you round 4. Let's go. All right. We're against Dragon 7K. This person usually plays like blue-black Fae, I think. Sometimes they might play blue-red Fae, but I'm pretty sure it's blue-black. Oops. Played this opponent many times before. We're on the play. I think this hand is a mulligan. This hand's pretty bad, especially if they're like on a blue deck and they just counter my Lead the Stampede. Don't think I'm supposed to go to 5. I think I'll just keep this. They go to 5. I wonder if they're not on a blue deck. They could be playing anything, I suppose. This player plays fast and they're a really strong player, so won't take anything for granted against them. And blue-red Fae it is. I'm expecting one of my things to die here, but they'll probably just kill Caretaker on their turn, is my guess. And then I'll be able to resolve Lead the Stampede. At least that's what I'm hoping for, so we'll see. If they just pass here, it's kind of bad for me. Okay, they're playing a Braid. Okay. Winding Way. I think I'm just going for resolve Lead the Stampede. It's just a little bit better. Oh no. Oh no, not like this deck. You gotta do better than that. I mean, those cards are good, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. I think I just play Axebane Guardian, and they probably just have to counter it if they can. And then if I draw a land, I can play both of these. Wow, okay, they might have a Bolt though. Wonder what list they're on. 2 Abrades, wow. Fairy Seer, okay, it is blue-red Fae. I mean, I expected them to be on Fae. They're always playing these blue mid-range decks, like every time. Okay, another land is good. So they know about Overgrown Battlement, so I'm going to play that. And then if they counter it, I can resolve Winding Way. I would actually rather resolve Winding Way just because I want to just draw as many cards as possible. Yeah, so this is what I thought would happen. Draw three, nice. Brainstorm. Yeah, resolving the Winding Way is definitely more valuable because I just need to keep drawing cards to win this matchup. They can't counter everything if I'm just like playing 2 mana draw threes. Missing on that first lead the Stampede, only drawing two was pretty brutal. Oh, are they gonna ninja? Wow. That is good, but I do get to resolve double Overgrown Battlement here. And unless they have multiple Screds, it's gonna be kind of rough for them because now Spellstutter doesn't counter these expensive spells. Wow, I can't resolve Caretaker because I don't want to sack Tinderwall, so I'm just gonna play these and pass. I mean, I could have sacked Tinderwall to get Caretaker down, so then I could have a blue source for Mole Drifters. Maybe that was better, actually. They scred one of them. Okay. No, I'm definitely supposed to walk here. Axebane Guardian. Okay, well, I can resolve that. See if I go tap three, play Axebane Guardian, and if it resolves, I have 3, 4, 5, 6. I can still boarding party, and if this gets countered, um, then I can resolve the Caretaker, and they can't spell stutter it. Counter spell, yep. Caretaker. I have 3, 4, 5 mana now. But now I have blue mana to start casting these Mole Drifters. Frantic for draw one. I think I'm ahead here, but it's not over. Frantic for draw two. So we know they have a Spell Stutter Sprite in hand. No Scred, that's good. They attack for one. But now I get to resolve Mole Drifter here. Could just play a boarding party. I think I'm supposed to resolve Mole Drifter, actually. Just cast it. Winding Way, huh? I'll cast it. I have 2 mana. I could resolve Rubble Fort by attacking Tinderwall. I don't really want to attack yet anyway, but resolving it is good. I think just playing Fintorn is fine. They counter my Rebel Fort next turn. I think that's okay. I'm kind of I like to go for the value lines generally. I don't like to sack my Tinderwall whenever possible. They call my Overgrown Battlement here. It's annoying. I don't want to see a Scred revealed. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Attacking with Ninja. Obviously, gonna just block here. So they have a Lightning Bolt. I have two more Mole Drifters though. Wow, okay. It's actually kind of aggressive. Especially I have this hidden, which is nice. All right. So I'm gonna go play Quarian Ranger, then play Rubble Fort, and then play creatures out. Can I double Mole Drifter after that? I think potentially. I think that's the line though. Quarian, then add red mana, Rubble Fort. Hmm. 4 mana. I mean, I'd have to use Quarian to untap Caretaker in order to Mole Drifter. I'd have to sack Tinderwall to Boarding Party here. Guess I'm just going Boarding Party. And then I can see what else I want to cast. All right, 6 mana. I'm gonna leave red floating in case I want the red. And I'm going to go cast Boarding Party. Maybe playing the Rebel Fort was wrong, but I don't think so. Okay, Axebane Guardian, nice. That is great. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. So I'm just casting a Mole Drifter now. Leave up green mana, Tinderwall, and lead the Stampede. So I think I'm just going lead the Stampede now. I guess I can go Tinderwall first. Untap here. Land. Yeah, now we got him. Nice. This matchup can go either way for sure. All right, what do I want? I mean, Disciple does gain a lot of life. I definitely want Scattershot Archer. They're just pretty they just play like standard good decks all the time. I'm pretty sure I want Scattershot Archer. That could be all that I want. Disciple's reasonable because it just gains a ton of life, but I don't think it's good enough. Again, I just want like all this value. Crusher is okay. I really just need to resolve these cards. I guess Reaping the Graves is okay as well. They're trying to kill my creatures with bolts and screds and abrades. I don't hate it. Could take this out because again, they're just trying to counter and kill all my stuff. So I don't really want this like late game threat. I can just attack for the win. Could take out both Crushers actually. I think all the other draw spells and everything else is better. Could take out my Elves. They could also bring in Cannonades, hoping to kill my Corians. It makes my Llanowars worse. Just play like the slower, more grindy game. I don't think you can ever side out Corian. I think it's just like the best card in the deck, basically. Yeah, I think I'll go like this. Just play a slightly slower, more grindy game. Let's go. I like it. I think I'm supposed to keep this hand. It has really high upside if I hit a land, and if not, I can always use like the Corian trick to make more mana. I think I just leave Caretaker here. Because next turn I could go Corian Ranger, use Caretaker, and then use Corian and then play Overgrown Battlement. So I can kind of go off next turn. Nice, and I drew land. Jeez. So now I could also just not play Corian Ranger because I don't want to use it yet anyway. So I could just play Overgrown Battlement, tap Caretaker, play Caretaker. Alternatively, I can actually use Corian and play everything because I can make one more mana. I think that's what I'm supposed to do actually. So let's just go Battlement, add green mana, play Ranger, untap this, add green mana, play Caretaker. How's that for turn 2? Not bad. Now I have colored mana to play these spells. They could play like 2 removal spells here or removal spell into counter spell. Okay, they're just leaving up mana. If I can, I'll probably just go for a boarding party. Scred that one because they can't kill Overgrown Battlement yet. Interesting. So I'm going to go land 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to play a boarding party because I think it's best versus counter spells here. Because I get to play 2 spells. Winding Way, sweet. Definitely going to name creature. They counterspell the Winding Way because they can bolt the boarding party. But see, that's why I wanted to play that because it was like a double spell that turn. Otherwise, I could only play 1 spell and then it just would have gotten countered. That's why Cascade is so good against counter spells. Because just for 1 spell, you get 2 spells out of it and they have to counter both of them. So I really like the Cascade spells being in Pauper because it helps fight these blue decks. I think they're a great addition to Pauper, honestly. Some people think they're like too good, but they're really not. I mean, the Cascade decks aren't as good as the blue decks still. So, okay. Now, let's see. I don't want to tap my boarding party because I do want to attack with it. They put a brainstorm into their hand. Oh, and then did they cast it? No, they have another brainstorm. Yeah, they cast brainstorm and then they put another brainstorm into their hand. So I think I'm just tapping both caretakers, playing a mole drifter. Alternatively, I mean, they're tapped out right here. So I could go tap boarding party, make red mana, play rebel fort, and play mole drifter. I can do all that. I think that's actually worth it. I think just getting more. I mean, I guess they could have a swirling sandstorm as well, but they'd have to have land swirling sandstorm, and then they can't actually play it yet. So yeah, I'm gonna play all this stuff out. I'm not gonna attack with boarding party. Change my mind. So rebel fort, and then 4 mana, 5 mana mole drifter. Okay, nice. Korean Ranger, insane. Let's go untap this. I mean, I don't even need to play another Korean Ranger. I can just untap boarding party, hit with both. I think I like that. That puts pressure on them to do something. And I don't think they can Swirling Sandstorm this turn, so. That Swirling Sandstorm, though, is like so good against this deck. Because it doesn't kill Mole Drifter, but this deck often doesn't even play Mole Drifter. So mostly it's just like Wrath the board, which is obviously insane against us. Okay, Lightning Bolt. That does not kill Overgrown Battlement. They bolt the Mole Drifter, sure. So we're not really doing anything else. We do have a 6/3 that they have to chump, but that's all we have. Overgrown Battlement. Okay, I can just play out my stuff. Just go land that they know about. Smash. They chump. Now I'm not in the best spot here. Do I want to commit more to the board? I think the answer is no, because if they have exactly Swirling Sandstorm, I'd rather have these in hand, and they have haste right now, so if I play them later, they're still going to be good. I think I'd rather sandbag them, just not commit more to the board right now. Brainstorm, okay. I mean, they could find another removal spell for boarding party, but I have a lot of good draws. Either my Winding Ways and Lead the Stampedes, which you've heard me say over and over this league, any of my Cascade creatures. Again, a lot of good draws. I don't like Brainstorm as much as Ponder. The ability to shuffle is so massive. All right, let's lead the Stampede. See if they have a counter spell. They do. So now, actually, I can go play a Korean Ranger. And then I can go attack with everything. I guess they could bolt boarding party and then kill Korean Ranger. So maybe this was wrong. Yeah, they don't have it. Okay, that's good. And then I can just untap something for free. I'm not going to play another Overgrown Battlement. That was kind of a risky attack by me, honestly, but I just didn't feel like they had another removal spell. Okay, there's the Sandstorm. This game is not over yet. And the fact that when I say that, I mean, I'm not dead, but it's not looking great. Okay, that was a good draw. Hope they do not have removal for that. They're at 4. They do have the removal. Okay. Double removal spell. Okay, nice. They found the Sandstorm. I mean, yeah, that card beats this deck. Another removal spell. Now I think I'm dead. Tried to play around the Sandstorm, but couldn't quite do it. Couldn't quite kill them and couldn't quite sandbag enough stuff. Wow. That deck's strong. All right, we'll be on the play for game 3 because we are dead here. They have a braid and bolt in hand still, or just a braid. I mean, if they have bolt, we're dead on board, but I think they just have a braid, right? We're dead. There's just no way we can come back at this point. GG's, that was fun. It's close, real close. Again, I don't think I want these. I think I just stick to my plan. I guess having Llanowar and Fintorn aren't bad. They help increase my keepable hand range. I mean, Reaping seems good against their counterspells and stuff. This is a little bit greedy of a build. Just without any Llanowars. I don't hate it. This is like, these were kind of like my least favorite cards in the deck anyway. Maybe I'll try it with some Wall of Roots. I just really like Wall of Roots. I think it's a strong card. Like just 2 copies of Wall of Roots in place of those seems good. Yeah, let's just run it. See you in game 3. All right, game 3, we're on the play. 0 lands, classic. Oh no, 0 land, 0 land. Come on, deck, please. We had such a good draw. We played like 4 spells on turn 2 last game. They're deciding if they want to keep their 7. Honestly, I still don't hate the blue-red side of this matchup. Like, I like to be on the blue-red side. Well, I mean, it's also my favorite deck, so. All right, keeping this. Put back Dino Boarding Party because this is actually just a green card. This is going to be rough. Luckily, I will be able to resolve this overgrown battlement. Not sure if I'm going to be able to resolve a lead the Stampede, but I'm going to try. I'm going to jam. Couldn't just make it easy. Couldn't give me a good 7, huh? Still going to play this. They counterspell, they counterspell. Negate. Wow. Negate? I guess it's good. Countering their draw spells is so critical. Okay. Do I just go for another lead the Stampede here? Let's just go for Caretaker. If they spell Stutter Spread it, I'll play Scatter Shot. Now they kind of have to kill Scatter Shot. They could Ninja here. Snow-covered island. Okay. Feel like we're going down in this game. Not feeling great. This feels like a ninja to me. Not what I want to see. Now hope no other counterspell. I think I actually go Winding Way just because, one, they don't have other fairies out right now. Counterspell, geez. And I want to keep Overgrown back to block this. I mean, we were just on a Mold of 5, which is bad in this matchup. They can interact with their burn spells and everything a lot. No spread. Brainstorm. See, isn't Ponder just so much better than Brainstorm? And I guess they could Augur here, but even a Ponder into Augur is usually good. Scred my thing, geez, and then draw a card with this. I think we lose now. Augur into a Braid, geez. So they can abrade my Scatter Shot or attack with Ninja and then abrade my Overgrown Battlement. Oh, they just have Scred as well. All right, we're dead. Just gonna concede. GG's opponent. Dragon 7K got us that time. 2-2. Let's go round 5. I'll see you there. All right, welcome to round 5 against Ninja and Taro. This hand is actually great. We only have 1 land, but we have the Korean Ranger plus Elf combo. Okay, we're against Delver. The combo is you play the elf, and then next turn you play the Quirion, and you tap the elf for mana, and then you untap uh, the elf and bounce the land, and then replay the land, and you have 2 more mana and both of your creatures in play. So it's a really nice combo. Delver, Delver, Evolving Wilds. Okay, so blue-black Delver most likely. I cannot block if they attack, but they don't want to trade. Makes sense. Another land. Another land is decent. So could play Winding Way, but then I'm likely just going to have to discard because I'm going to go down to 6 cards, down to 5 cards. I guess I'm likely to not have to discard because I can even play another 1-drop or even 2 more 1-drops. All right, I'll Winding Way. I can resolve it right here. Quirion, okay. So now what I can do is go Quirion plus Caretaker. Or I can, yeah, maybe I just play Quirion and pass. Maybe I was supposed to play Caretaker that turn. Because I don't want to bounce a land. All right, I'm just going to pass. Kind of in trouble against Double Delver here. I think I was supposed to play Caretaker. I was thinking that I was going to as well, but I didn't want to bounce the land. Wow, reveal Counterspell. That's not good for me. Double Delver into Counterspell. Okay. White Border Swamp. Not leaving up Counterspell. Interesting. I guess that I can't really do much here. I mean, I can resolve this, but I guess I can just kill it. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose. At least this game. Such an aggressive start with Double Delver. Just not going to have time to develop my board. No turn 2 Overgrown Battlement or anything. Turn 2 Overgrown is so nice with this deck. Agony Warp my thing? Jeez. Alright, well, I wish I had played Caretaker because now I'm getting kind of punished. Just play this and pass. They have Counterspell as well that we know about. I'm getting hit down to 8. I basically need them to not have any more removal spells, which is not very likely. Yep. Done. Okay, that's something. I can just try to play out all my creatures. I go to 2, and then I can try to go off, but yeah, this just gets countered. Yeah. Don't think I can do anything. Might as well just play correctly here. Pass, and then I get hit down to 2. Then even if I like Mole Drifter here, I'm still dead on board. Another Caretaker. Just, yeah, I guess this doesn't even nearly do it. Could have not shown them Mole Drifter, but I don't think it's gonna like affect how they sideboard or anything. All right, they got us with Double Delver into triple interaction spell. Draw was a little clunky there. Don't know actually in this matchup if I have time for Reaping the Graves, because if they're on a reasonably quick clock, it's gonna be rough. I think it's actually probably still good enough. Scattershot. Their creatures are probably just blue-black Delver with Delvers, Augurs, and Gurmags. So I don't even think Scattershot's that good. I guess Scattershot plus Quirion can kill a Delver once it's flipped, but seems bad to me. I think I'm just not going to sideboard much. I can just take out a Crusher because they have a lot of their removal actually does kill that. And it's kind of hard to get up to that much mana. Maybe Disciple is good in this matchup at helping me stabilize and race like Delvers and Gurmags and stuff. It's not terrible, but they do have a lot of removal, so they're going to keep my Devotion to Green down. Just not going to sideboard too much. Just bring in a Reaping, take out a Crusher. I don't think I played perfectly this league, but I think even if I played a bit better, I'd probably still be at the same record that I am right now. I don't think any mistakes have cost me games. Maybe I could have made different mulligan decisions. I haven't drawn great opening hands also, which definitely happens with this deck. Snapkeep. I also made a misplay that game like from Caretaker and don't think I could have done anything different. I think I was just pretty much dead that first game, but still. Opponent's trying to decide if they're going to keep their hand. I will actually leave Caretaker this time because it actually makes mana. Turn 2, I can just play Quirion plus Tinderwall. Can't actually play an Axebane on turn 2. I don't want to have to use Quirion on turn 2. I'll probably just play out my 2 1-drops like I said. Pass. I'm assuming they'll just either Delver or Cantrip on turn 1 or play a tap land. That's all they can really do. I guess they could play a Snuff Out here. Winding Way. That's interesting. I mean, I could resolve the Winding Way right now. It seems pretty reasonable. I could just go actually Tinderwall and then Winding Way. I think I like that. I do want to resolve this. Okay, draw 2. Sure. I think next turn I'm leading Quirion Ranger. Because then it allows me to double spell. I can go Quirion Ranger into Axebane Guardian. I guess they could kill my Caretaker here. They don't. All right, let's go Quirion Ranger. Green mana, untap, bounce a land, play an Axebane, and then probably just play a Fintorn Elves here. Could have played Ranger into a Fintorn Elves, but I don't want to bounce any more lands this turn because I already used my land drop. Now they're obviously just going to be looking for a removal spell for Axebane here. Yeah, maybe the Mole Drifters just aren't good because they are a little bit awkward. They're kind of hard to cast. At least Tinderwall casts like the boarding parties and the Tuk Tuks. We milled our Reaping with Winding Way. I just noticed that. Okay, they're going for Preordain. That's probably good for me. Bottom, bottom. They're trying to find untapped land and hit a land drop and kill this. Okay, they might be able to. Feel like removal spell incoming. Yep. All right. So how much mana do I actually have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can just cast Dino without even sacking Tinderwall. 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I have to sack Tinderwall. I mean, it's still worth, right? I get my Dino down, I resolve it. 3, 4, 5. Yep, I have to sack Tinderwall. It's okay. 5, 6, 7. Dino into boarding party? Into battlement. Okay, not terrible. I think I want to resolve my second Quirion as well. I guess they could have like a suffocating fumes or something. I think it's probably worth. Okay, they just concede. Wow, that was an early concession. They didn't have removal or anything? Maybe they just thought I was just too far ahead. Or they were just off it. Interesting. They did see Reaping the Graves in our graveyard, which maybe makes them think we're more on the combo version, but maybe they just didn't have a great hand. I mean, they did cast that preordain pretty aggressively, so maybe they just didn't have much left. I feel like unless they start on Delver, they give us enough time to like kind of establish what we're doing. Like them going double Delver into triple removal spell or triple interaction is exactly what we don't want to see. We're fine for them like trying to play some interaction and then play a Gurmag or something, but leading Delver and then playing interaction is bad for us. All right, I think I just run it. Again, I don't think I want to board too much. Kind of like my main deck is already decent against these blue decks. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Just lead Findhorn Elves. They mulligan to 6. All right, can we 3-2 and get myself that one chest and one QP? I need QPs. All right, Evolving Wilds pass. Just gonna Findhorn pass. Swamp and then removal spell or Augur. Nothing. Okay. Ooh, Overgrown Battlement. I like to see that. I think I'll just lead Caretaker, see what happens, and then play Battlement. I guess I could get Force Spiked, so maybe I just punted. Okay. Didn't get punted. Or didn't get punted. Didn't punt that away, but they'll probably just cast down my Battlement. I was kind of just trying to draw some random counter with the Caretaker, but now that I thought, like afterwards, I thought about it and I was like, should have played around Force Spike by playing Battlement first. Wow, they're just stuck on lands. It's good for me. Another Tinderwall. All right, let's run out Tinderwall, and then I think I'm just going to play Lead the Stampede. Yeah, they could have Negate, but they can't have actual counterspell, so let's go for it. Yep. Okay, they drew a land, but it's a swamp. They can't cast Angler. They can't do anything. Axebane. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I could cast Tinderwall, sack both Tinderwalls, and cast Dino this turn, but I think that's worse than just going Tinderwall into Axebane and not have to sack like both my Tinderwalls here. This kind of forces them to play a removal spell on this, and then next turn I can play Dino. Yep, this is fine. And they're hanging in there, but they're at 3 cards, and I'm going to cast this next turn. What is this? Oh, Gurmag? Sure. Actually kind of happy to see this, because then I know I can resolve Dino. Tuck Tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Wish I didn't have to sack both my Tinderwalls, but I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I have to do it. I think I have to just play Dino here. Playing a Rebel Fort doesn't really do anything. So add green mana. You can just leave the Findhorn untapped. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dino. Into Winding Way. Nice. 4 creatures. 2. Not the best ones either. Not the worst. This Axebane can, if I can untap with it, that'll be good. They have 3 cards in hand. Oh, what am I doing? I should have just played a Muldrifter that turn. For some reason, I was thinking I didn't have blue mana. God damn. I'm gonna just throw this as well. Oh, that feels real bad. All right, let's go Caretaker into Axebane here. Probably, they're gonna probably counter it. I should have just played Mole Drifter and then not had to sack both my Tinder Walls. I can still come back here, but oh man, that was bad. This is game three, too. You're at 2 cards in hand. Winding Way. All right, I'll play it. Creature? No. No. Not playing that tight, man. Yeah, I could have just cast the Mole Drifter instead of the Dino. All right, I'm gonna go to 5. They probably have a counter spell. Let's go Rebel Fort. I'm assuming they're gonna counter this. Hydroblast. Okay. Now any removal spell I die to. Oh. Okay. I feel like I punted this one already though. I feel like I should have been able to win this match, and now I feel like I lose. Yeah. GG's. Feels pretty bad. Sorry for that misplay. Man, didn't get my trophy. I thought I was going to. I just don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I could have gone. What I had. I could have just. Yeah, I could have just played Mole Drifter rather than Dino. Feels bad. Anyways, I think this deck is good. Maybe I do want some Pyroblasts in the sideboard. Not really sure. Obviously, didn't face the mirror, so didn't get to use my triple blow your house down. But my channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. My name is Max. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Peace.